locals of Shimoga here, residents who closely have seen this constituency grow in the last years, is there something that you want to see as change as you vote this time?
Exactly. This is one of the prominent election to be held
Yeah.
on May 7th of this year,
Right.
2024. And so far, this particular Shimoga is one of the best constituency and noted constituency for because the socialistic movement have been taken place earlier,
Right.
and also environmental movement have also been taken here.
Yeah.
With regard to the environmental, Sundarlal Bahuguna, one of the international reputed environmentalist, he came here
Yeah.
and he tried his level best to improve the environmental and
Right.
also. And with regard to the education also, so many education institutions have been come up here.
Right. Dr. Balakrishna Hegde is a professor himself. So,
Yeah.
what kind of changes do you see
Yeah,
in education?
exactly. Already, university is there, Coimpu University, one of the best Coimpu University in the name of Rashtrakavi Coimpu, and also agriculture universities also have come up,
Yeah.
and also horticulture university have also come up in the recent years. In
What do you want?
Iduvaki.
What more do you want?
And more than this one, even medical also have come here. In the with regard to the education, already another the military school, military college that have also come up here from the central government. The sitting MP.
So you're happy. You're happy
No,
largely.
largely I'm happy, but some more thing to be taken place here, improvement to be taken place here, and I am very much worried about the manifesto. Either this is BJP or it is Congress or any other the national political party. The worrying thing is nobody have mentioned about the improvement or the restoration of the environment because this particular Shimoga constituency lies in the Western Ghat, one of the hotspot of the world,
Correct.
13 hotspot of the world, biodiversity. And this is in the Sayadri plateau,
Yeah.
but nobody have bother about the protection of the environment.
Right, right.
That is very important
Absolutely.
in the
Absolutely. I mean, we are heading
Yeah.
towards a change
in the
in
global scenario,
global warming.
in the global
We're
warming
looking at
scenario,
impacts.
it is very important rather than giving the public the other amenities. That is also very important.
So-
But here protecting the environment and the improvisation or the maintaining the cleanliness in the rivers,
Right.
because two important rivers have been flowing here. One
Right.
is Tunga and another is Bhadra. Both the rivers have been dried up here, and not only dried up, and some aluminum content have also been developed in the water.
Right.
And scientific report have also we have received the stating that it is completely contaminated water,
Right.
and it is not at all feasible for the drinking also.
Right.
Even for washing also it is not feasible
Yeah,
according to
yeah.
the scientific report.
That's that.
That
You've
is,
you've really raised some
Yeah.
really pertinent
And
questions.
we the people want the politicians to give more concentration on the environmental aspect,
Absolutely.
the forestation
Right.
and other this one.
Let's hope the netas have heard you.
And yes, and also many industry are also there in the industrial area also. They have to maintain the sanitation and other
Right.
aspect also.
Right.
And one Machanalli industrial area is there, because I think you have crossed that particular area while coming from Bhadravati
Right.
to Shimoga, one of the prominent industrial area there. Also so many industries, one big industry is there that is pertaining to the textile industry. I am not mentioning the name of that industry,
Yeah.
but they are not maintaining this sanitation
Right.
or the environmental
So they're
aspect.
populating the water and
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah,
Yeah, there should be strict rules to that.
those who are electing from this constituency, they should give their concentration, they should give importance for these aspects.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Bindu also runs a preschool. Bindu, what change do you see?
Basically, we were out of country for almost 10 plus years. So when we thought of relocating, Shimoga was, the first thought to settle down and start something new for us over here. So when we came to Shimoga, it was a very nice place. We saw the city was very clean, very well maintained city, and the connectivity to the other tier 1 cities is very good. And recently the government has come up with airport, so we are finding it very easy to get connected to the rest of the cities.
Correct.
So I see lot of
What about
development.
change, if you want to say?
Change as such, see, the things in Shimoga are going way too nice. And I see they're they are in the process of converting Shimoga into smart city. I see a lot of roads coming up, and I see a lot of developments. With respect to education, as I run a preschool, I feel they can come up with more reforms and more good schools and colleges, so that the citizens of Shimoga may not be scattered
So they get opportunities here.
yes,
Job
yes.
creation. Is there enough jobs here?
Uh, as such, see, I was also into IT before starting a preschool, so I don't see any IT development in Shimoga. So, if you are an engineer, they start searching for jobs elsewhere. So, I would request the next government to bring up some IT companies to Shimoga, so that we see some boom in IT.
All right,
in
great. Thank
Shimoga.
you very much. The locals of Shimoga, Dr. Aishwarya, Dr. Arvind, is healthcare system in Shimoga good enough? Do you see improvement?
For the last decade, I think we have seen a little bit of improvement in Shimoga in terms of we have got 2 medical colleges now and a lot of private healthcare. We expect more actually from the central government, any central institutions like AIMS or any specialist institutions like Kidwai, where cancer specialist, or Jaideva kind of institution, if it comes to Shimoga, probably it will benefit a lot of people around Shimoga district.
Right, that's great. What kind of change do you want?
Well, what changes would like to is a more ethical and more developmental focused person who would come and who could also be focusing more about the development activities in terms of schools, infrastructure facilities in Shimoga. That is what I look forward, ma'am.
Okay, schools and infrastructure so far, do you believe it's working up at a good pace?
I think we are a little bit lagging behind in that field, I believe, because we don't have a specific NEET-oriented or a JEE-oriented PUC level training institutions in Shimoga. Many of the students from here go to Bangalore or Mangalore for that kind of an education.
I think that's true, yeah. Well, moving out, staying here if you want to flourish,
Well, about job opportunities, there are good engineering colleges in Shimoga, but there are lack of job opportunities. People from Shimoga have to go to other metropolitan cities, leaving their families behind. So that is what, if more opportunities are provided here in Shimoga, people shouldn't be leaving their old parents behind.
Very true. And do you see that happening? Is there a pitch by any of the leaders who've come here with their manifestos that they're going to take Shimoga forward?
Not in adequate form. There has been, but not in a very consistent manner. I think more focus must be provided in job opportunities because of the education institutions and medical fraternity which is there in Shimoga. So I think a leader who comes and is more focused about these activities will be more helpful.
You know, they call Shimoga a communal hotbed. Have you experienced something like that? And is there something you want to see different?
I think I have observed, because I've been born and brought up in Shimoga, and my grandparents and parents have been from this place. Recently, I think there are a lot of curfews, section 144s in Shimoga. I see in one of the main circles of Shimoga, whenever there is a Hindu festival, it gets saffronized. Whenever there is a Muslim festival, it gets all green. But on the day of independence, there is no Tiranga there. So I would wish that it's an inclusive, developmental focused election.
Yeah. Your take on communal, the rhetoric?
Certainly, when there is any kind of a national festival which is happening, we are all fearful whether there is going to be a curfew. So this fear psychosis should be removed. I mean, it's not a religious focused election. It shouldn't happen. It should be more about community building. Because as a hospital, as a doctors, we do not entertain any person or we do not welcome any person of a particular community. Every person is demanding healthcare. Everybody is equal for us. So that should be the same kind of approach towards even from the political parties as well.
Lovely, well said. Thank you very much, and I hope you go out there and vote.